Hello, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, Strat-O-Matic Sports Network, and we've got another ball game here. This is the Chicago White Sox at the California Angels, second of a four-game series. And we still have some setting up to do here. So bear with us, please, as we set this up. It's September 5, 1969. Oh. Yo. And I'm going to just plot these lineups in. And we want to welcome you all to the Strat-O-Matic Sports. And there's Kathy Harden. Great to see you, Kathy. I'm doing okay for a Monday. I hope you're doing okay. I just tell myself, no, there's nothing immediate to worry about. I'll throw these in. Great to have you as always. I didn't see any of that Dolphins game either. I was in bed by then, and I see they lost. Jeez, too bad. But they're still in the playoffs. 54 and 79. They lost 21-14. And 79, 60 and 72. Oh yeah, I was asleep. Poof. I said, no way can I make this game. Well, folks, I'm going to pull out the teams. I'm going to put in the fielding ratings. I'm going to go over the lineups. And I expect our first pitch to be somewhere in the neighborhood of about 8:40 a.m. Eastern. It takes some doing to set these up when you do card and dice. The computer does it all for you. But there's a reason why we play card and dice. We like it. There we go. I'm going to take a break for about just a few minutes. The process is the point, exactly. Is enjoying the process. I'm going to plug in the fielding ratings when I go through the lineups, but just to let you all know, we have the second of a 4-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the California Angels. The White Sox took the first game of this 4-game series. This is the second game. And in this game, two right-handers, Joe Horlen with 10 wins and Tom Murphy with 6. And I will be back in just a few minutes with the lineups. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. Stand by, please. I sent you a reply, Kathy Harden. I don't think anyone's gonna understand what I'm talking about, but you can never overstep with me, please. Ever. Never can. Folks, I'll be back in just a couple minutes. I'm going to get some fresh air. There's Kathy Harden is California Dreaming. And we have also a Rhodes Scholar for the Halos. I just had a very brief conversation for about 5 minutes with my neighbor. He's in his 80s. And I always try to stay on the good side. Turned out this and that. And it's good to be in touch with him. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. I'm trying to stay strong. I'm trying to have courage. And we're going to go through our lineups for this relatively meaningless ball game. And I'll be putting the fielding ratings in while I go along. For the Chicago White Sox, leading off Walt Williams in left field. Batting second, Louis Aparicio at short. Batting third, Gale Hopkins at first. You got to stay on the good side of these people. The cleanup hitter is Bill Melton. He's at third base. Ed Herman will catch and bat fifth. Batting sixth, Buddy Bradford in right field. Batting seventh, Bobby Knopp at second base. A rare start for Angel Bravo. He'll play center. And the pitcher, batting ninth, is Joel Horlin. For the California Angels, Sandy Alomar leading off at second base. The prankster, Jay Johnstone, batting second in center field. Jim Fregosi, batting third at short. Rick Reichard is the cleanup hitter. He's in left field. Batting fifth is Bill Voss. He's in right. Batting sixth, Jim Spencer. At first base. Batting seventh, Aurelio Rodriguez. He's at third. Batting eighth, Joe Askew catching. And the pitcher is Tom Murphy. Batting ninth. The Angels come into this. They're in third place. 12 games under 500. They're in a tailspin. They've lost 4 in a row. White Sox are in fourth place, 40 games behind the Minnesota Twins. And it might be interesting to note that the Kansas City Royals are only 6 games behind these White Sox. And I'm going to refresh my coffee, and then, well, already the California Angels have taken the field. Thank you very much. Thank you, Matt Rockwood. You love my love of coffee. Oh, yeah. That's very nice of you, sir. and it's great to have you here on the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. I like when new people check in. Let me get some coffee here. We are at the Big A. It's the second of a four. White Sox took the first game. This is September 5 in our 1969 replay. The California Angels take the field. Murphy on the mound. Catching him is Joe Askew. And Walt Williams will lead it off. Indeed, Kathy Harden. Walt Williams leading it off on a Monday morning here. Murphy is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Williams. That's 3-7 right-handed. And that is a liner to third, caught by Rodriguez. Nice catch by Aurelio to start it off, 1 out. So Williams is retired. And the batter is Louis Aparicio now. Okay, Murphy gets the sign from Askew. The pitch to Aparicio. That's 3-10 right-handed, pops it up to second. And Alomar is under it for the second out of the inning. Gale Hopkins, the batter. Just underway here at the Big A, folks. Murphy now. The pitch to Hopkins. That's 4-7 left-handed. Walked him. So Hopkins is on with 2 outs for Bill Melton. Here's Murphy now from the stretch. 3-4, popped it up to first for Spencer, who makes the catch, and the side is retired. So it's no runs for the White Sox here in the top of the first. No hits, the walk to Hopkins left on base. We've gone a half, it's White Sox nothing. Angels coming to bat. And a gracious good morning to Mark Levine. Joe Horlin, not to be confused with Joel Horlin, takes the mound, taking his warm-ups. He's 110 this year. He had 13 wins in real world. And Sandy Alomar leads it off for the Angels. Again, we're at the Big A. Here's Horlin now. He's ready. He gets the sign from Herman into his windup, and the pitch to Alomar. And that's 6-9 switch hitter batting left. It's hit well by Alomar. I don't think he has the power. It doesn't matter anyway. It's dropping in the gap, and that's going to be a double for Sandy to lead it off here in the bottom of the first. A 6-9 batting left-handed switch hitter, and that is a double. So Alomar standing at second. to lead it off. And here comes the prankster, Jay Johnstone. Not much to do pranks about these days with these Angels. 12 games under 500. 33 and a half games behind the Minnesota Twins. Here's Horland now from the stretch with Alomar on second, nobody out. And the pitch to Johnstone. That's 1-6 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit for Johnstone. And Alomar comes home, and the Angels take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Look at that again, 1-6 right-handed. That's a base hit. So Johnstone is on, and it's 1-0 Angels. Here's Fregosi now. Prankster is a gangster. Oh yeah, coming in with that big base hit. Easy there, Mark Levine, please. Mark Levine, please let it settle down, will you? It's Monday. Here's Fregosi now at the plate. Here's Horland now. We try to work with Mark Levine. Johnstone on first, still nobody out. Here's the pitch to Fregosi. That's 3-6 right-handed. And that is a double down the line for Fregosi. Oh my, a 3-6, double 1-9. It's to left field. Johnstone rounding third. 1-15. That was to left. And they will let him score and hold Fregosi at second. Johnstone scores from first. Three straight hits off Horland. Here in the bottom of the first, 2-0 Angels. Now it's Fregosi on second. Still nobody out. Rick Reichert the batter. Here's Horland now. That's 2-5. And he struck him out, so there's one away. Now Bill Voss, left-handed hitter. Here's Horland. The pitch to Voss, 3-4, grounds it to second. Holding Fregosi at second. But the play has to go to first. Knopp throws Voss out at first. 2 outs, Fregosi holds. And Jim Spencer is the batter. 2 outs with Fregosi on second base. Horland trying to get out of this with only 2 runs. The pitch to Spencer. 3-8 right-handed. Grounds it to first. Scooped by Hopkins. And Hopkins takes it to the bag. And the side is retired. But there were 2 runs on 3 consecutive hits here. Starting off with Alomar, the leadoff hitter. A double. Johnstone singled Alomar home. And then Fregosi with a double. After 1, it's a 2-0 ball game. Angels leading. Here's Tom Murphy now. For the top of the second, White Sox batting, Ed Herman. Leads it off. Okay, Murphy is ready. Here's the windup. The pitch to Herman. 3-4. And there's a base hit by Herman. A single to right. Voss throws it in. First hit Murphy is allowed. Now Buddy Bradford comes up. Here's Murphy now from the stretch. The pitch to Bradford, 6-5, right-handed. Fly ball right field for Voss, 1 out. Now Bobby Knopp. It's 1 out, Herman on first. Top of the second. Here's the pitch from Murphy to Knopp. That's 2-7. And he grounds it to second, Herman not being held, and that's going to be a double play ball. Alomar steps on the bag and throws it to first for the double play, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, none left. And in the middle of the second, it's 2-0 Angels. And we'd like very much to welcome you to the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network if you're here for the first time or you haven't been with us very often. We're so glad to have you here. And we're going to move to the bottom of the second. It's going to be Horlin. He allowed 2 runs in the first. Aurelio Rodriguez will lead it off. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh. Rodriguez steps out of the batter's box a moment. Okay, he steps back in. Horlin is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Rodriguez. That is 110, right-handed. Grounds it to first for Hopkins. And he takes it to the bag for the first out. 1 away. Now here's Joe Askew. Murphy comes out on deck. This is a relatively meaningless game in the grand design of things, as these championships are inevitable. Baltimore in the east, Minnesota in the west. Our next game is a big one. Pittsburgh Pirates at the Chicago Cubs. First place Pirates against the third place Cubs. It'll be blast for the Pirates and Holtzman for the Cubs, and we really expect to play that one today. Askew with 1 out, nobody on, facing Horlin. Here's Horlin now. And the pitch to Askew. That's 1-8. And that is a grounder to short. Scooped up by Aparicio. He throws it to Hopkins at first, and that's 2 away. And here's the pitcher, Tom Murphy. His first plate appearance in the ball game. Horland gets the sign from Herman. And the pitch to Murphy. That's 3-9, and he grounds it again to Hopkins here. He scoops it and takes it to the bag. It's a 1-2-3 for Horland. So he's retired 6 in a row after allowing 2 in the first. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We've gone 2 innings. It's 2-0 Angels. Murphy takes the mound. Angel Bravo leading it off for the White Sox. Murphy on the mound, and the pitch to Bravo. That is 2-5, right-handed. Oh, it's hit well into the gap. Going to be extra bases for Bravo. He's rounding second, and he comes into third with a triple. A lead-off triple for Angel Bravo off his own card. He had 2. He only had 90 at-bats. We follow exact lineups here, folks. So he started and played in this ball game, and he comes through big with a triple. Bravo, let's look at it again, 2-5 right-handed. Triple for Bravo. And here comes Joe Horland. He's a 3 WR. Okay, Murphy now from the stretch with Bravo on third, no outs. The pitch to Horland. 4-2, right-handed. Fly ball left field. It's shallow. Reichert coming in, he makes the catch, and Bravo will hold at third. 1 down. And here's Walt Williams now. Pop to third in the first. Okay, Murphy now. The pitch to Williams. That's 3-7. Right-handed, it's a base hit by Williams. Bravo comes home, and that makes it a 2-1 ball game. Bravo scores on the single by Williams. That was a 3-7 right-handed. Single 1-14, he got it. So Williams with a big hit here in the third. Williams on first, 1 out. Absolutely. Standings be damned for both teams. Remember, there's purses based on your standings and your record. These people care. It's Williams on first, 1 down, with Aparicio at the plate. Here's Murphy now. The pitch to Aparicio. That's 6'10 right-handed. Catcher X. That's our first X today. Askew 3-2. It's a G3 dribbler. E2 for Askew. That's 3-6-8 on an E2. And he's going to get that. It's a G3 with a man on, though. That will be a Dribbler in front of the plate. Williams will go to second as Askew throws Aparicio out at first, 2 outs. So Williams in scoring position with 2 down. And here's Gale Hopkins now. Hopkins walked in the first. We have 2 outs and Williams in scoring position. 1 run in. Bravo opened it up with a triple, knocked home by Williams with the base hits. Here's Murphy now. The pitch to Hopkins. That's 2-4, and he walked him. Hopkins walks. That'll make it first and second 2 down for Bill Melton. Melton popped to first in the first. Murphy trying to get out of this. The pitch to Melton. That's 4-3 right-handed. That's going to be a fly ball right X. Voss a 2-2. It's a fly ball 2. Voss E2. 6-11-13. And he makes the catch and the side is retired. But there was 1 run on 2 hits and 2 left on. The big triple by Bravo to start it off. And we're going to head to the bottom of the third. It's a 2-1 ball game now. Here's Joe Horlin. Hold on, I need to take care of something. Okay. We're moving to the bottom of the third. Horlin now. We'll face the top of this order. And I'm going to get some coffee here. Sandy Alomar. We'll lead it off. Oh. Top of the order, Sandy Alomar. He doubled and scored in the first. Here's Horland now, the windup and the pitch to Alomar. That's 5-8, switch hitter batting left, fly ball right field for Bradford. And Bradford makes the catch, one away. Now here's Jay Johnstone. He singled Alomar home in the first. This is game 1620 out of 1944. That means we have 324 games left. And depending on how many games we play, if it's two a day, it's 6 months. If it's one a day, it's about a little less than a year. If it's about 1.5 a day, well, it could be 9 months. We're not counting, though. We're enjoying it. Here's Johnstone with one out, nobody on. Horland into his windup, and the pitch to Johnstone. And that's 2-3 right-handed, pops it up right side in foul territory by first base, and Hopkins is there. 2 outs. And here's Jim Fregosi. Two outs, nobody on. Fregosi doubled Johnstone home in the first. Horland winds and deals. That's going to be 6-7, right-handed, grounds to second X. I'll get that in a second, Charles. 6-7, right-handed, grounder to second X. That's going to be Canoptu 16. 16-2 G1 ground ball. Kanapi 16. 6-11-13 on an E16 at second. And he makes the play. And it's a 1-2-3 inning, and Horland has retired 9 in order. Whoa, Charles Caracciolo. We've gone 3 innings. It's 2-1. He is just starting out. Kurt Miller, we, in our replay here, we use the exact lineups that were used. If there is a player in a lineup where there's no card, we will use a nameless player. The nameless players, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, but we use nameless players when they're called up. And yes, I see people are being called up. We've gone 3 innings. It's California 2, Chicago 1. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Yeah, we're in Studio B here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in the Victoria Park neighborhood. And it's 2-1 through 3. And it will be Tom Murphy taking the mound. He's allowed 1 run in 3 innings. Facing the White Sox, it'll be Ed Herman leading it off. And it's a delightful morning for Strat-O-Matic baseball. Here's Murphy now. The pitch to Herman. 212, right-handed. Hit well by Herman. Oh, my. To right field. Back to the wall goes Voss. It's gone. Ed Herman with a home run to right on a 212 1-16. He got the 13. Ed Herman now. He's singled in the second, now a home run, and that will tie up this ball game. Oh my, oh my. Ed Herman, the catcher. He had 8 in real world. This is only his 3rd. A solo shot by Ed Herman. Number 3 on the season. And it ties up this ball game. Here's Buddy Bradford now. Bradford, a right-hander. Here's Murphy now. The pitch to Bradford. That's 4-7 right-handed. Pops it up to short for Fregosi, and that's 1 away. Now Bobby Knopp. 19 homers in 1970. Thanks for that, Kurt Miller. He's got power. He didn't play too much this season. 290 at bats. Not a great catcher. 4+1. It's 1 out, nobody on. Here's Murphy now with 1 out. Pitch to Knopp, 3-6 right-handed, walked him. So Knopp on first with 1 down. Here's Angel Bravo. He tripled to start off the 3rd and scored. Murphy from the stretch now. The pitch to Bravo. Left-handed hitter, 2-8, right-handed. Grounds it to short, forcing Knopp at second. And Bravo will be on first with 2 outs for Joe Horland. Here's Murphy now. And the pitch to Horlin. That is a 5-7 right-handed. Struck him out. And that will retire the side. That's the first strikeout by Murphy. But there was one run to tie up the ball game 2-2. It was a home run by Ed Herman. And don't forget, he's got 2 R's and 2 N's in his name. We're in the middle of the 4th. It is a 2-2 ball game. Here's Joel Horlin. Wow, that's a real factoid, Kurt Miller. That's pretty wild. It's a small world. Here's Rick Reichart leading it off for the Angels. It's a 2-2 ball game now. Reichart struck out by Horlin in the first. Here's Horlin, the windup, and the pitch to Reichart. That's 6-4 right-handed Catcherax. That'll be for Herman, 4-5. That's going to be 13-4. It's going to be a PF. E5. That's 6-12-17 E5. Oh, it's a PF. Bear with me. PFE1. It's a pop-up in foul territory, and it's dropped by Herman. And it's in foul territory. And play resumes. So I'm not sure if we give him an error on that, but it was in foul territory, so therefore Reichert's still at the plate with a 2-2 count. That's due to super advanced fielding. You wouldn't get that. Angels looking for some devil magic here. Reichert's still at the plate. Here's Horlin now. 2-2 pitch, 1-6, and he struck him out. Second strikeout for Horlin, and he's retired 10 in order. Here's Bill Voss. Okay, Bill Voss at the plate. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Horlin. 10 in a row for Horlin. The pitch to Voss. That's 110, and he pops it to second for Canop, and it's 2 away. And Jim Spencer now the batter. Horland now, 11 in a row. He's really turned it around since allowing those 2 runs in the first. Here's the pitch to Spencer. 1-8, and that's a drive. Hit out into left, it's deep. At the wall is Williams, and he makes the catch. That almost left. 1-8. A fly ball to left, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Horland, and he's retired 12 in order. We've gone 4. It's a 2-2 ball game. Top of the 5th now. Tom Murphy takes the mound. It'll be the top of the order for the White Sox. This is a 2-2 ball game. Here's Murphy now. The pitch to Williams. That's 4-7 right-handed. Pops it up to short for Fregosi. 1 out. He was a good fielder, Kurt Miller. Here's Aparicio now. 1 out, nobody on. He's 0 for 2. Absolutely, snoozers are turning out very good. Here's the pitch to Aparicio, 1-12, and that is a base hit by Aparicio. A 1-out single. He's an A. Be a 1-13. Here's Hopkins. Hopkins has walked twice. Murphy now. 6-9 left-handed. Grounds to first, forcing Aparicio at second. And it'll be Hopkins on first base now with 2 outs for Bill Melton. Here's Murphy now from the stretch. And that's 3-4 right-handed. Popped it up to first for Spencer. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left for the White Sox. We are in the middle of the 5th, and this is a 2-2 ball game. This is a 2-2 ball game, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. We'll be back in just a few minutes as I collect myself. Indeed. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. We got a big one, Pittsburgh at Wrigley Field and the Cubs coming up later. And I'm hoping to play that in a while. Jim Spencer died in Fort Lauderdale of a heart attack at age 54. That's kind of young. I will be back. Yes, Matt Rockwood, all games are broadcast on YouTube. All of them. I didn't do the first half of the season on YouTube, but starting in late July, it's been all games through August and now into September, and we consider, I can't imagine playing alone now. And they're all archived on the landing page. If you go look, you'll see they're all archived. We want to thank everybody for being here at the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. And spending time with us. Thank you for the likes. And thank you for subscribing. I'm gonna get some coffee and we're gonna continue this ball game. That's the last cup, right to the last drop. Holy cow. Ron Hansen, 1968. Isn't that something? You get some good factoids there, Kurt. And keep them coming. We love it. Well, Joe Horlin takes the mound. He has retired 12 in order. After allowing 2 runs in the first. And leading it off will be Aurelio Rodriguez. In the bottom of the 5th, tied 2-2 here. And we're back here at the Big A. Horlin on the mound. Here's the windup and the pitch to Rodriguez. 3-5. He struck him out. That's 13 in a row. 3rd strikeout for Horlin. He sat out the full 71 season. Wow. Okay, here's Askew. Speaking of Askew. Joe Askew is still alive, by the way. He's 84 years old. And we have Kathy Harden for the Angels. Here's Askew at the plate, 1 out, nobody on. Horlin, the windup, and the pitch. 6-3 right-handed, fly ball left X. That's going to be for Williams. He's a 3-5. That's an S2. It's going to go through for a hit. E5. 7, 8, 9. 5, 9. And it is a base hit. So Askew singles with 1 out. And he'll be the go-ahead run. Yeah, he was born in Cuba. Here's Tom Murphy now. That's the first hit first base runner after 13 in a row by Horlin. Murphy. Here's Horlin now. The pitch to Murphy. He's hitting away. It's 5-4 right-handed. Grounds it to 3rd X. That's going to be Melton, 326. Uh-oh, it's a 3-3. It's going to be an S1. E26, 6, 8, 10. Whoa, it's an error. It's an S1, E1. It's a single and an error. Askew goes to third. So a base hit by Murphy and the error by Melton. How do you like that? Second and third with one out. So Horland in trouble here. That's the first error of the ball game. That's charged to Bill Melton. Not sure exactly what that would look like, a single and an error by the third baseman, but it is second and third, one out. Here's Alomar now. Infield is back. The pitch from Horland. That's 4-3. Switch hitter batting left. Fly ball right X. That's Bradford at 2-11. It's an F3. This could score a run. Tagging. Bradford 11, that's 5-8, 11, 11, 11. It is an F3 clean with second and third. And he flies it out. And the runners hold. It was shallow. Interesting. F3. And that'll be two away. Big break there for the White Sox. Here's Johnstone now in a clutch situation. Here's Horland. The pitch to Johnstone. 5-6, left-handed. Fly ball center field, shallow and playable by Bravo. And Bravo makes the catch, and the side is retired. So Horland gets out of it. No runs, two hits. They had second and third with one out, and they were both left on. We've gone 5. It's a 2-2 ball game. Here's Tom Murphy now. This is his first endurance inning. He'll face Ed Herman, who's 2 for 2, a single and a home run. Again, folks, assuming everything goes well with me, our afternoon game, it might even be a noon game with the other stuff. Will be Pittsburgh Pirates, first place Pirates at the Cubs, who are in third place, 10 games behind. And the Cubs will be looking up to make some ground here against these first place Pirates. Wow, that's interesting. Very, very interesting, Kurt. Okay, Herman, left-handed hitter, facing Murphy in his first endurance inning. Here's Murphy now. The pitch to Herman. 2-8, and he walked him. He was very careful there with Herman. Herman is the go-ahead run on first, no outs. And here's Buddy Bradford. You talk about a perennial journeyman ball player. I guess we could say. Bradford had 273 at-bats this year. In and out of the lineup. Sort of a utility outfielder. Plays right and center. And he's had some big hits for the White Sox. Here's Murphy now from the stretch, and the pitch to Bradford. That's 6'10", right-handed, catcher X. Askew, 3-2. It's popped up in foul territory, it looks. E2, that's 3-5-6. That's a clean PF. And it's a pass ball. And Herman goes to second on a pass ball by Askew. Whew. So Bradford still at the plate here. Now with Herman in scoring position. And here's Bradford now. 0 for 2. Murphy. And the pitch, 6-6. Right-handed, walked him. 2 consecutive walks by Murphy. It's first and second with nobody out. And here's Bobby Knopp. One more hit or walk, and Murphy has reached fatigue. Wilhelm is warming in the bullpen. He pitched in this game in real world. Hoyt Wilhelm, the right-hander. Okay, Knopp at the plate, first and second. Go ahead, run in scoring position for Chicago. Here's Murphy now. The pitch to Knopp. 6'10", right-handed, catcher X again for Askew, 3-2. 19-3. That's a dribbler. In front of the plate, 4.79. He's a 2. He's a 2. It's going to be a clean G2 with first and second. And they force Bradford. He throws it to second. Herman goes to third, and Knopp is on first. So it's a first and third one-out situation. And here comes Angel Bravo. The prankster out in center field doing his thing. Okay, Murphy now from the stretch. First and third, one out. The pitch to Bravo. That is 4-5. Left-handed, grounds to short X. Fregosi, he's good, 222. It's a G1. This could be a double play. E2. E22. 3, 4, 5, 6, E22. Oh, and he boots it. Oh, my. It's a G1, E1. And the runners advance. Herman comes home. An error by Fregosi, a rare error. No run batted in. Interesting on Bravo. An error by Fregosi. It's still only one out, first and second, and here's Horland now. Murphy, one hit or walk away from fatigue. Murphy now, the pitch. 3-12, pops it up to short. And this time Fregosi handles it. And that'll be 2 away. And here's Walt Williams. Clutch situation for Williams. First and second, 2 down, 1 in. Murphy trying to get out of this. .312, right-handed, lines it to third, caught by Rodriguez. And the side is retired. But 1 run for the White Sox. There were walks to Herman and Bradford. Knott reached on the force. It was first and third. And then the error by Fregosi brought home Herman. Knott went to second, and Bravo and Knott were left on base. It's a 3-2 ball game. Wait a minute. Yeah, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow, I didn't know that. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th now. 3-2 White Sox. And it'll be Fregosi, Reichart, and Voss here in the bottom of the 6th. Love him, Kurt, love it. 18 seasons in the Venezuelan League. How do you like that? Okay, bottom of the 6th. No, Walt Williams had no neck. Okay, they called him no neck. Here's Fregosi now leading it off. Horland. 4-4 right-handed, grounds to short X. That'll be Aparicio, 222. It's a grounder. 5, 6, 7, 8, 22. And he throws him out, 1 away. And now here's Rick Reichart. Reichard 0 for 2, struck out twice. Okay, Horland now. The wind up, the pitch to Reichard. 6-12 right-handed, grounds to first X. Hopkins 3-11. G2 E11. 6-10-11. And he takes it to the bag, 2 outs. And Bill Voss, the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. 3-2 Chi Sox. Here's Horland. 5-7 left-handed, and there is a base hit for Voss, a 2-out single. He would be the tying run for Jim Spencer. Here's Horland from the stretch. And the pitch 3-9 right-handed, fly ball center. That's a can of corn for Angel Bravo. And Bravo makes the catch, and the side is retired. So no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left for the Angels. We've gone 6 innings. It's a 3-2 ball game. White Sox in the lead. I'm going to take a short break here as we get back to the late innings here, as we get prepared. And I say we got a ball game. Whoa. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. Folks, I have no coffee, and so I'm going to make a pot, a small pot. I also have one worry on my mind right now, but hopefully it'll be resolved shortly in terms of getting news about something. Other than that, I'm pretty free and clear. I'm going to make some coffee. We'll get back to this ball game. Stand by, please. Indeed, it is coffee time. Too early for the other stuff. And if everything works out, I'm going to smoke an awful lot of grass today. With my one worry. All right, Kurt Miller, all right. Whatever happens about the one thing I'm worrying about, I can say, whatever happens, there has to be some solution. There has to be a solution. And if you all would be so kind to allow me, they found the plane door. Holy Christ. What did it fall to the ground or something? Holy Christ. I'm going to be taking a leisurely Blake and doing a behavior which I'd rather not share with you, a very bad behavior. It'll take me about 3 minutes, 3 to 5. And when we get back, we'll get back to this ball game. What's the matter, Kathy Harden? Kathy Harden, what's the matter? Oh yeah, Kathy Harden. There's nothing you can do about it. Please just don't share it with others, okay? Yeah, Kathy Harden. Just trying to relax here. NASDAQ is up, S&P is up. The Dow is down. Christ. Oh, that coffee is brewing. Oh. And we're going to sneak a cup so we can get back to this ball game. Top of the 7th, 3-2 Chicago. Interesting. Kurt Miller. And we are back. After an extended break, we're heading to the top of the 7th. Tom Murphy has allowed 3 runs in 6 innings. He allowed 2 walks in his first endurance inning. Hoyt Wilhelm is ready if needed. And Louis Aparicio will lead it off here. The Colt 45s. Here's Louis Aparicio leading it off. He's 1 for 3 today. That's good coffee. Oh. That is very good coffee. Here's Aparicio stepping in the batter's box. Murphy gets the sign from Askew. the windup, and the pitch to Aparicio. That is 5-9. Right-handed, grounds it to short for Fregosi, and he throws it on to Spencer for the first out. Now Gale Hopkins. Hopkins has walked twice, reached on a force. And that's a strike call to Hopkins. Here's Murphy now. 2-6, right-handed, walked him. One more and Murphy is fatigued. One more hit or walk in his second endurance inning. Here's Bill Melton with Hopkins on first, 1 out. Melton 0 for 3 today. From the stretch, Murphy. The pitch to Melton. That's 5-11 right-handed. Oh, and that is a liner to short, caught by Fregosi. And a very nice catch by Fregosi to rob Melton of a base hit. That's 2 down now. And Ed Herman is the batter. Herman's been tough today. A single, a home run, walked and scored. Scored twice today. Murphy trying to close this inning. Here's the pitch to Herman. That's going to be 4-9 left-handed. Oh my, it's hit well into the gap by Herman. Oh, again, it's a double. To center, Hopkins rounding third with 2 outs. He's a 1-9, 1-11, 1-10. He's coming home. Here's the throw from Johnstone, the prankster. And he's out! Oh, the prankster gets Hopkins at the plate. Oh, my, let's look at that again. Oh, and the side is retired. Oh, prankster with a perfect strike thrown to home and Askew put on the tag. Oh, my. No, it did not, Kurt Miller. It's a mystery. Could be in the garbage. But I'm looking through the garbage right now. And I am. There it is! There it is! Thank you for reminding me. There it is. I don't know if you can see it right there at the bottom. Because I knew I heard nothing. And there it is. So it just goes to show you, things don't disappear. I knew it might have been in the garbage. It was the only logical place. And we'll put this back in the bag, and it fortifies our green dice. We got a bunch of them. We got 4 of them. We could lose 2 and still be able to use the green dice. So thank you very much for the reminder. I knew, I just didn't, You know, I didn't look well enough in the garbage the first time. And this time, I really dug in. And we found it. Seek and ye shall find. Lord, that was a... It's the minutia of life that makes life special. The little things in life. But let's look at Hopkins coming around third from first on the double to score a 1-9, 2 outs, 1-11, and Johnstone -1, 1-10, and it was an 11, and he threw him out. So what a play by Johnstone on the Herman double. We're in the middle of the seventh. It is a 3-2 ball game. Here's Joe Horlin. And now this is his first endurance inning. It will be Aurelio Rodriguez. That is some recycling indeed. I knew there was something going on with that. It looked to me like it just vanished in thin air when it flew. It flew on the roll, and no sound was heard. Usually you hear the sound when it hits the ground of the die, and turns out it did fall in the garbage and was buffered. The sound was buffered by the garbage in there. Oh, Jesus, help me, please. And that was a rewarding find. Well, here's Horlin now. Trying to hold on to the 1-0 lead. It will be Rodriguez, Askew, and then Murphy. And Murphy, by the way, has reached fatigue, so there'll be a hitter for Murphy. How do you like that? Murphy has reached fatigue. It was the double and the walk, and then the 2 walks prior. So there'll definitely be a hitter this inning for that reason. Okay, Horlin facing Rodriguez. Here's the windup and the pitch. 4-5 right-handed, grounds to short X. That's Aparicio 222. G2. E22 on Rodriguez. 6-12-13. And he throws him out, 1 away. And now Joe Askew, the batter. Murphy has not come out on deck. They're going to have a pinch hitter. Here's Askew at the plate. And the pitch, that's 6-6 right-handed, struck him out. That's the 4th strikeout for Horlin. And with 2 outs, regardless, they're going to have a hitter anyway because Murphy has reached fatigue. He pitched 7 innings. He allowed 6 hits. He walked 6. Struck out 1 and allowed 3 runs. Didn't pitch too badly. It will be Wilhelm with the knuckler coming in to pitch to the White Sox in the top of the 8th. Let's see who's hitting now. They have a fairly weak bench. will be Bubba Morton coming in. Two outs, nobody on. Here's Bubba now. Here's Horland now. He gets the sign from Herman into his windup and the pitch to Bubba. That's 2-7, and he walked him. So Bubba Morton on first with 2 outs. Roger Repose is coming in to run for Bubba Morton. You never know, you can get a double no asterisks. So Roger Repose is the runner. And Sandy Alomar comes to the plate here with 2 outs and Bubba and Repose on first. Horland from the stretch. And the pitch to Alomar. That's 2-8, right-handed, grounds it to first for Hopkins. And he takes it to the bag, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, no hits, 1 walk. Horland's still with endurance. And we're heading to the top of the 8th. It's a 3-2 ball game. And there's a new pitcher now, Hoyt Wilhelm, the knuckler specialist, pitched in this game in real world. Wilhelm taking his warm-ups. Yeah, he was hit as a pedestrian, and I think that driver was drunk. That much I knew, Kurt Miller. Or he had an aneurysm, and he had a suspended license, something like that. But in any case, the guy got off. Okay, Wilhelm is ready. It's the top of the 8th. It's a 3-2 ball game. Wilhelm in for Murphy, who's the loser of record. Horland the winner. And it's going to be Buddy Bradford leading it off. Okay, Wilhelm is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Bradford. That's 4-4 right-handed. Fly ball center, clean. Johnstone pranks it. 1 away. Here's Bobby Knopp. Wilhelm gets the sign from Askew. Here's the pitch to Knopp. That's 4-11 right-handed, and that is a liner to short court by Fregosi. 2 outs. So Wilhelm retires the first 2 White Sox here. Angel Bravo, 1 for 3, tripled and scored, reached on a force, reached on an error. He had a stroke. Okay. But I think he had a suspended license and was not supposed to be driving. Here's Wilhelm now with 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch to Bravo. 5-12, left-handed, grounds to second X. That's going to be Alomar, 325. It's a G1. Alomar, E25. 6, 9, 10, E25 at second. On a 6, 9, 10, and he makes the play. And the side is retired, so a 1, 2, 3 inning for, oh, it was a woman. Okay. It's funny how we assume it's a man, right? A 1, 2, 3 for Wilhelm. He does his job. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. Joel Horlin has endurance here, full endurance. And the prankster will lead it off. It's Jay Johnstone. He saved the run by throwing Hopkins out, who tried to score from first on Herman's double. Johnstone 1 for 3, singled and scored in the first. Left-handed hitter facing Horlin. Here's Horlin into his windup. That is 6-5 left-handed. Walked him. So Johnstone draws a base on balls. He's on first with nobody out. The knucklehead hit that knuckler, indeed. Johnstone on first, and here comes Fregosi now. And there is action in the White Sox bullpen. It's another Murphy. We had Tom Murphy starting for the White Sox, Angels, and just not to confuse you, a Danny Murphy, who pitched in Real World in this game and is probably their best reliever, even though he only pitched 31 innings. He pitched in this game in Real World. He is warming, and he is a right-hander. Danny Murphy, warming. Here's Fregosi now. Reichard on deck. B. Bunter. Here's Horlin. He hits or swings away. 6-10 right-handed. Fly ball center X. Bravo, a 4-8. This might be trouble for Bravo. 24. It's an F3. E8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And he makes the catch. And the prankster holds at first, 1 out. I'll tell you, Kurt Miller, there weren't many people as fun in life as Jay Johnstone. He was a prankster. And I'll tell you something about Johnstone, which helps me a little bit with my worries. And folks, I don't want you to feel bad about me, but when I have worries, all I have to do is think about somebody like a Jay Johnstone who got dementia, I believe it was Alzheimer's, was in a nursing home, contracted COVID, and died of complications related to COVID. And there was no prank there. That really happened. And I know my day will come, but it hasn't yet. And I'd rather have my worry that I'm waiting on right now. and rather than suffer the fate of Jay Johnstone. Johnstone, speaking of Johnstone on first with one out, and here's Reichart. Joel Horland on the mound from the stretch. And the pitch to Reichart. That's 3-6. And that is a liner to third, caught by Melton. Oh, what a catch. Oh, what a catch by Bill Melton. 2 away. He stole a base hit. Let's look at it again. 3-6. Right-handed, single 1-7. It was an 8. And that was caught by Melton at third. A beautiful catch. And that'll be 2 outs with the prankster on first. And here's Bill Voss, left-handed hitter. Horland now. And the pitch to Voss. 1-4. Pops it up to second. And Knopp, sparkling defense, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Oh my, what a tough out there on Reichardt's screaming liner, caught by Melton. No runs, no hits, the walk to Johnstone. He was left on base. We've gone 8. And this is a 3-2 ball game. Wilhelm takes the mound here. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it will be Spencer, Rodriguez, and Askew. We thank everybody for being with us today. We thank Kurt Miller for bringing these players to life with his factoids. And, of course, Kathy Harden. I don't see others in the text right now. But we thank everybody for having been here. Leading it off will be Hoyt Wilhelm. He's 0 for 3, facing, I'm sorry, Joe Horland, who's gone all the way. Facing Wilhelm, and I'm going to get some coffee here to finish up this ball game. Who did that, Kurt Miller? Who hosted? You say he, I'm not sure. Is it Johnstone? Okay, here's Horland now, leading it off, top of the 9th. White Sox lead it 3-2. Wilhelm in for Murphy. He winds, and the pitch. 3-9, and he struck him out on a knuckler. He's retired the first 4 White Sox he's faced in his second inning of relief. Here's Walt Williams. I guess he's the guy who has no neck. Or it's ostensibly. Okay, Johnstone ostensibly has no neck. Williams 1 for 4. And by the way, he hit 304 this season with 471 at-bats. It's 1 out, nobody on. Wilhelm on the mound. Pitch to Williams. That's 5-9 right-handed. Fly ball right field for Voss. 2 down. And Louis Aparicio, 1 for 4 today. Looking forward to Pirates at the Cubs this afternoon with the other stuff, plenty of it, just hoping to resolve my one worry that's pending. Here's Hoyt Wilhelm now. The pitch to Aparicio. 3-7, right-handed, fly ball to left for Reichart. And it's a 1-2-3 again for Wilhelm. He faced 6 batters, retired them all. And we're heading to the bottom of the ninth. This is it for the Angels. They're down by a run. And Horlin has gone all the frickin' way. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It'll be Spencer, Rodriguez, and Askew. Here's Jim Spencer, left-handed hitter, facing Joe Horlin. Horlin into his windup. The pitch to Spencer. That's 6-9. Left-handed, hit well by Spencer. Into the gap, and it's a double. A leadoff double by Jim Spencer. 1-3, it would have been gone. And he's got the power. It was a 6-9 left-handed double. So the tying run is in scoring position with nobody out. And here's Aurelio Rodriguez. Rodriguez 0 for 3. Here's Horlin now from the stretch. The pitch to Rodriguez. That's 6-6. Right-handed, struck him out. And that's the 5th for Horlin. Rodriguez. Frustrated, walks back. I know that. You know, Kurt Miller, I used to think the Alfred E. Newman saying, "What me worry," with a question mark, meant there was a subtext to that. My interpretation was, the world is fucked up, I'm fucked up, but I'm not worried about it. That's what I thought. I you know, because it was a very satirical. They also did parodies, but it was a very satirical magazine. That's what I thought it meant. Well, here's Joe Askew now. A base hit can tie it up. There'll be a hitter for Wilhelm. Horlin trying to get out of this. 3-2 White Sox. Here's Horlin with Spencer on second, 1 out. The pitch to Askew. That's 6-8 right-handed. Oh my! There it is. It's a base hit by Askew. Spencer rounding third, comes home. And it's a tie ball game. Oh, and the fans are going crazy. It's a 3-3 ball game. And Horlin is one hit or walk away from fatigue. Now the Angels have a chance to win it. They're going to stay with Horlin. And it's going to be Billy Cowan coming in to hit. Oh yeah, Kurt Miller, absolutely. Absolutely. Billy Cowan will be the hitter. What a ball game. Wilhelm pitched 2 perfect innings in relief. And he has a chance to win this. Here's Billy Cowan, right-handed hitter facing Horlin. Horlin 1 hit or walk away from fatigue. Murphy is ready if needed. They're going to let Horlin stay We're either going to extra innings or the Angels will win it here in the bottom of the ninth. It's a 3-3 ball game. Here's Harlan from the stretch with Askew on first, one out. The pitch to Cowan. And that's 6'5" right-handed. It fly ball left field for No-Neck Williams. And he makes the catch for the second out. Boy, has Harlan been tough today. And it's up to Sandy Alomar, who is 1 for 4 today. A double and scored back in the first. Harlan trying to send this into extras. The big run by California here in the bottom of the ninth. Here's Harlan now. Sandy, switch hitter batting left, and the pitch from Harlan. That is 2-5, and he grounds it to second, no one being held. It's scooped by Knopp, and he throws it over to Hopkins, and the side is retired. But one run on the leadoff double by Spencer, knocked home by Askew. And we're going to extra innings. It's a 3-3 frickin' ball game. And Harlan gets out with endurance. And there's going to be a new pitcher here for the Angels. Tatum, their ace, has been warming, and he pitched in this game in real world, although he also pitched in the prior game. But he also pitched in the prior game in real world. Tatum is coming out to take his warm-ups, and what a game this has been. We're in our 10th inning here. Angels took the lead 2-0 in the bottom of the first, and then the White Sox came back with 2 runs. It was tied 2-2. Then the White Sox scored a run in the 6th. It was 3-2. And then in the bottom of the 9th, Askew knocked Spencer home with the tying run. And here we are in extra innings, and I'm telling you, laid back California waiting to come back with that big 9th inning run. It's a 3-3 ball game. You can see it. Tatum taking his warm-ups, and I'm going to take a few warm-ups just for a very brief break of about 2 minutes. My name is Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. Indeed. You know, you play enough games. This is game 1620 out of 1944. You play enough games, you're going to get some great games. You're going to get some games that are not great, but you're going to get a lot of close ones. This is a close one. It's 3-3 through 9, and everybody here at the Big A has gotten their money's worth, especially with a big run in the bottom of the 9th for the Angels to tie up this ball game. Buckle up, everybody. We're heading into extras. Oh. Ken Tatum is the new pitcher. He's the third pitcher for the Angels. Horland has gone all the frickin' way for the White Sox. And he still has endurance, although he has 2 hits allowed in the 9th. Mississippi State, love it. Keep it coming. Kurt Miller, keep them coming. They are valued factoids. Here's Ken Tatum finishing up his warm-ups. It'll be the heart of the order. Gale Hopkins to lead it off for the Chi Sox. It will be Hopkins, Melton, and Herman. Tatum is ready. Hopkins steps in the batter's box. Here's the windup from Tatum and the pitch to Hopkins. That is 6'9" left-handed, and he grounds it to short X. That's going to be for Fregosi, 222. It's a G1 grounder, E22. I think he's already made an error. 5, 9, 10, 11, E22. And he throws him out. 1 away. Nice play by Fregosi here. Fregosi made an error. In the 6th. It's 1 out, nobody on. Here's Bill Melton now. Oh. Okay, here's Tatum now. The windup and the pitch to Melton. 110 right-handed, pops it up to short. Fregosi is under it, 2 away. For Ed Herman. Herman has had quite a day, 3 for 3. A single, a home run, walked and scored and doubled. His double, Hopkins was thrown out at home trying to stretch that. Beautiful throw by Jay Johnstone, which highlights his value in this ball game. And he also knocked in a run. Here's Tatum now. And the pitch to Herman. 3-7 right-handed, fly ball right field, routine. Can of corn Voss makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 for Tatum. We're heading to the bottom of the 10th now. And it will be the heart of this Angels order. The prankster, Fregosi and Reichart. The prankster, Jay Johnstone. Get your popcorn. I'll just go with coffee if it's all right. What am I doing? Horland has gone all the frickin' way. Tatum, wow, and he's got a card. Horland in his 10th inning now. 2 hits and/or walks, he's fatigued. Danny Murphy is ready if necessary. Here's Johnstone, 1 for 3 on a walk. Horland. The pitch to Johnstone. That's 5-5 left-handed, fly ball left field, and No-Neck Williams under it, and he makes the catch. That's 1 away. We'll get just about the last bit of coffee here. Well, actually, we have... We have another cup. But I'm still doing this one. Here's Fregosi, 1 for 4. Horland. And the pitch, 2-6. And he walked him. So Horlin has put the winning run on first base, and he is one hit and or walk away from fatigue with Murphy ready in the bullpen. They're staying with Horlin. Rick Reichart, the batter. Horlin from the stretch. Reichart 0 for 4. Here's the pitch. Whoa, that's a 3-9 right-handed. Struck him out. Oh, what a beautiful changeup by Horlin. His 6th of the game. And it's up to Bill Voss here. Horlin trying to get out of this. They may have a hitter for him in the 11th if they make it to him. Horlin gets the sign from Herman. Fregosi on first, the winning run, 2 outs. The pitch to Voss. And that is a 6-10 left-handed fly ball center X. Bravo, 4-8. This could be trouble. 13-4. It's an F1. Let's see if he can get this. Bravo getting over there. E8. That's 6-11-15 E8. Whoa, it's an error. It's an F1 E2. And Fregosi goes to third. Oh, my. An error by Angel Bravo. He misjudged that fly ball. Oh, my. Reichart, Fregosi could only go to third on that, advancing 2. Whoa, what a nail-biter. A very possibly costly error by Angel Bravo out in center. It was an E8, 11-15 on an F1. In case you just want to see it, F1, E8 on the 15. There it is, E2. And on an F1 E2, it's a 2-base error. And the runners advance 2 bases. So that is a 2-base error. And it's up to Jim Spencer. Wow. Was that out of anger, Kurt Miller? Joel Horlin now, still with endurance. It's all up to Jim Spencer, who doubled and scored the tying run in the 9th. Oh, Lord help us. Here's Joe Horlin with 2 outs, 2nd and 3rd. The pitch to Spencer. 110. And that's a base hit. The ball game is over. A base hit by Spencer. And the ball game is over. Let's look at it again. Oh, what a ball game. Joe Horlin, 110 right-handed. It says double, but we do it a base hit here if the winning run is on third there. So he'll only get credit for a single. Jim Spencer with the walk-off single, and the game is over. What a game. The final score, California Angels 4. It was a 2-out single, and that will be unearned. The final score, Angels 4, White Sox 3. The win goes to Tatum. The loss goes to Horlin. Horland ends up pitching 9 2/3 innings. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 hits, and don't think, because we didn't take him out, he had not reached fatigue. Now he reached fatigue if there was no run scoring there. And the big error by Angel Bravo ends up being so costly. Horland walked 3. He struck out 6, and he allowed 3 earned and 1 unearned. And we just want to make sure there were 2 errors, 2 errors there. The final line in this ball game, and what a game it was: California Angels 4 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. White Sox 3 runs, only 6 hits against California Angels pitching, and 2 errors. And that's the ball game. So what I'm getting is that Tatum hit Blair by accident. Okay, it was an accident. And that was in 1970. I think Blair was okay. He recovered. So there's your ball game. I'm going to put both of these in the books, 19 and 20, 16, 19, and 20. I do them 2 at a time now, as long as they work off full sheets. I enjoyed this ball game, and thank you everybody for the enjoyment. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. We thank Kathy Harden, Kurt Miller, Great Factoids, and everybody else here in the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network family. Stay strong, stay well. Kathy Harden will catch you later. Thank you.